good boxer, James Shuler. 22 unbeaten fights. Referee Richard Steele. And that's not a very happy sight for Hearns either, because he was the man who stopped him against Hagler. There you are, taken off the waterproofs. He's lucky. All he's got to do is fight. The others have got wet, and they paid $600 for him.
This is the co-main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the NABF Middleweight Championship. Introducing, in the blue corner, the challenger, fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 160 pounds. His professional record consists of 40 wins, 2 defeats, with 34 KOs. He is the WBA Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Thomas the Hitman Hearns. And in the red corner, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he too weighs 160 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 22 wins, 16 KOs. The NABF Middleweight Champion, James Shuler.
Well, that's an unusual statistic, isn't it? Middleweights, both 6'1".
I want to caution you now. Obey my commands at all times. Is there any question? Shake hands. Good luck.
Well, I would think that's the last that Tommy Hearns wants to hear from the referee, because the last time he spoke to him, he was counting him out or stopping him against Marvin Hagler. On paper, this is not that much of an easy fight for Hearns, who, remember, is the challenger for the scheduled 12-rounder. I don't know whether he's showing out here are the punches to come in the opening round. They're both wearing gold trunks, but with the black waistband is James Shuler of Philadelphia. First time he's been seen on British television. Both came in at 11 stone and 6 pounds. That's the middleweight limit. So it looks to me as though Tommy Hearns' light middleweight days could be over at 11 stone. So it's a question of, is there any shell shock showing from Hearns? It doesn't look it in the opening round. He's picking the punches off beautifully. Switching them, they really are sinking in. Brilliant stuff. Unbeaten Shuler, but he's got it to do already in the first minute. Oh, there it goes. He was showing that one all the time. It's an absolute magnificent start there. And Shuler, not only is he unbeaten in his first loss, is a definite count-out as Richard Steele leans over him there. What a tremendous win for the Hitman. The whole ring's invaded. It may be rain-soaked here, but they managed to slide in, I tell you that. Don Curry, we haven't seen, I mean, he came out like that with Marvin Hagler, but this fella, he pulled it off. I thought it was a brilliant win.
That was a brilliant win for Tommy. You know, it gains his confidence back from the loss with Marvin.
Well, look, I mean, Shuler's always been able to take a punch, obviously an unbeaten record, but he just got hit at will there, didn't he? I was surprised the way he really got picked off easily with punches.
You know what the problem may have been tonight, being so cold. A fighter, you know, he doesn't get loose, and he doesn't get warm real soon, and he's susceptible of getting knocked out or getting caught early because it's too cold out here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, this poor fellow's been knocked cold at the moment, and the doctors are making sure he stays on the canvas for quite a while. They don't pick them up immediately. Well, it's not a complete recovery of reputation, of course, but let's see this in replay now, Don. It really is tremendous, the way he switches the punches.
Oh, yeah. A very good body shot to bring the hands down and hit him with a big right hand. I always thought Tommy had the best right hand in boxing today.
Well, that's, I must say, very modest of you, because yours doesn't look too bad to me. So I'll have a look at this from another angle. The referee's right on top of it, right between the guard. I mean, he almost said, here it comes, how about that? And he went out like a light.
Well, if anyone thought that Hearns was finished, that was the best possible answer he could give. And, of course, now he's earned the right to meet Marvin Hagler again. But will he get that fight? Marvin Hagler already conjecturing that he may retire. With me, the man who's promoted this remarkable evening, Bob Arum. A word about Hearns, first of all, Bob.
Well, Tommy was remarkable. As you said, I was very proud of him because he really worked hard, prepared himself, and the hitman was back.
Will Hagler retire? He said so in the ring, but he's thinking again.
Well, after going 10 rounds with John Mugabe, I think anyone would want to retire. No, but he changed his mind when he sat down next to me at the press conference. And I think we'll be working on a fight with Tommy Hearns, but for the fall, not certainly as early as June, as we once anticipated.
It could be the November fight, in other words.
Yes, the September and November fight, correct. But they will definitely fight each other, and they will definitely fight in the fall rather than in June.
Do you think that could be Hagler's last fight?
Well, if Tommy Hearns hits Hagler the way he hit Shuler tonight, it might very well be. But that would be an involuntary retirement.
John Mugabe, what happens to him now?
Well, John Mugabe didn't come out a loser in this fight. He came out a big winner. I mean, he goes out of this fight with his reputation enhanced. There's a lot of big fights down the line for John Mugabe. I mean, how would you like to see down the road a John Mugabe-Donald Curry fight?
It sounds a very good proposition. How does young Harold Graham fit into all this, do you think, Bob?
Well, he's a very fine fighter. I've never seen him fight, but his reputation is very, very good. I would like to bring him over to the United States. I've talked preliminarily with Barney Eastwood about it, to have him fight some of our fighters so that the people can know where to classify him among the middleweights, who are predominantly Americans at this point in time. And I think Barney is interested in bringing him over to the United States and giving him some exposure here.